The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net. Stacey Sturm, it's time for another Financial Friday, and I have my financial gurus in the studio. Today we have Brian Bloom, and we also have John Dwyer with Solid Rock Financial. How's it going today, guys?
Hey, Stacey, great. How are you?
It's going wonderful, thanks.
All right, today we are talking financial advisors, or more specifically, everybody out there, your financial advisor. So, guys, are there any questions that I should be asking my financial advisor?
Everyone out there, if you're visiting with a financial advisor, your advisor should have answered these questions for you already.
Okay.
Or if he or she has not, you need to ask these.
Okay.
And make them answer these questions.
Okay.
So the first question is what rate of return do you have to earn on your savings and investment dollars to be able to retire at your current standard of living and have your money last to your life expectancy?
Oh.
So in other words, take all your assets, pool them together.
Right.
What rate of return do those have to earn so that you can retire with no lapse in your lifestyle?
Right.
See, that's the biggest thing, too, as it relates to all our conversations around distribution and the descent off the Mount Everest is it's easy to solve the problem if you're going to take a cut in your living or your lifestyle.
Right.
But the real question is, and what we want our clients to have is to sustain that standard of living so they don't have to reduce their income. And so it's critical to understand what rate of return do you have to get on your money so you don't have that gap in lifestyle. Right. Because a lot of advisors will answer that or address that and just say, well, just cut back and spend less.
Right. No.
But what kind of an outcome or result is that?
Well, you're living a lifestyle you're not happy with.
Or you have to live it that way because you'll outlive
you're limited.
your assets.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
That's not good.
So that's question number one.
Here's question number two. How much do you need to save on a monthly or annual basis to be able to retire at your current standard of living and your money last until life expectancy? So sometimes we get a really high answer on number one, the rate of return. Well, the next logical question is, well, I need to save more. Well, how much do you have to save?
Right.
Who has answered that question for you? Your advisor should have.
Yeah, they should have.
And oftentimes it's a lot more than what people think.
A lot more.
A lot more to sustain that standard of living that you have become accustomed to.
Well, and I think too, I think people probably don't look at how much they spend or what they do or what they buy over the course of a month. So it's kind of a nice little check anyway. Like, I like purses. I'm not going to stop buying nice purses, just because I'm like 55.
Yeah.
So I need to make sure I would factor something like that in.
Well, and one of the biggest enemies to all of this is inflation. So, folks out there listening to us, what is your current household income? Will that income still buy the same things you buy today 20 years from now? Or will those things cost more?
Yeah.
If they're going to cost more, then you have got a plan in your retirement to have that much more cash flow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that's what makes these two questions so difficult. How much do you need to save, and what rate of return do you need to get?
Because of inflation.
That is tough.
Yep.
It's an eroding factor on your wealth,
Yeah.
on accumulation and in distribution.
That and taxes. If taxes go up, guess what, folks? You're going to need more.
Right.
So question number three, doing what you're currently doing, how long will you have to work to be able to retire and live your current lifestyle till life expectancy?
You mean if I don't change what I'm currently doing?
If you don't change what you're currently doing, how long are you going to have to work? Right? Because people have this sometimes...
Can you answer that?
Well, it all depends on what your assets are going to be.
That's true.
To maintain that lifestyle income. But see, we're also predetermined about age retirement is 65. And where does that come from? Well, it comes back from Social Security planning when they first introduced it.
Right.
And so it comes down to when we help our clients understand, there is a reality check here. Sometimes clients will have to work a lot longer than what they've thought to maintain that standard of living.
And wouldn't you like to know that now rather than after you retire and then be retired fully for 5 years and then realize at age 70 you have to go back to work?
You have to go back to work.
Right.
A lot of people end up doing that, picking up
They
a part-time
do.
job or something
right.
because they don't have enough money now.
They don't have enough, right?
They didn't plan very well.
And so it's what Brian said, it's about adapting or making changes while you still can. Right? A lot of times people will put these questions off in the back burner and say, well, we'll deal with it when he gets closer to retirement, and then they find out it's too late.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
And then the fourth question kind of leads right into that, because that's, again, the premise is if I don't change anything that I'm currently doing, and it goes like this. If you don't do anything different than you're doing today, how much will you have to reduce your standard of living at retirement for your money to last for your entire life expectancy? You know, how much are you going to have to step back for, or step back from? You know, and if your plan is not such that you're going to have 100% replacement of your while you were working income in retirement, I challenge everyone out there to make a list today of everything they're doing and then cross out all the stuff they're going to cut out the day they retire.
Right.
Are you going to not go golfing?
Right.
Are you not going to go get your hair done? Mm-hmm. Are you not going to go get your nails done? Are you not gonna?
Well, in fact, my parents
Tough calls.
they retired, and they actually spend more now
Sure.
than when they were working, because they'd be sitting at work all day, where now my mom likes to shop, and she has an extra 8 hours a day to do it.
Well,
And they take a lot of trips now, too.
Yeah, because we're a much more mobile
Yeah.
society. You know, there was a time way back when the extended family lived in the same house.
Right.
And to visit one another, you just had to go up 2 flights or
Yeah,
down 2
that's
flights
true.
to see each other. Well, then
or
that-
down the street. They were all like in the
then
same
it's spread
area.
out, then it was down the street, but now it's across the country.
Yeah, that's
And it
true.
takes an airplane ride to go visit your kids or grandkids. That
Yeah.
costs money. And what about your health care? Is that going down in price?
No,
John,
it's
is
going
that
up.
going down?
It's only going up.
Yeah.
And you know, it's interesting because a lot of people have this BS, the belief system,
Mm-hmm.
right? That they can just, I've heard it over and over again. Well, we're not going to need as much money as we need now.
Right.
Well, who's to say that your health care costs aren't going to be more than your mortgage payment?
Oh, yeah.
Who's to say that
absolutely.
property taxes won't be more than the taxes you're currently paying now? Mm-hmm. Right? So who's to say all these things? Why plan to have less?
That's absolutely true, yeah.
Because of the eroding pressures that inflation causes, you have to be able to save a certain standard of living. But why just have that belief system where we're just going to have less in retirement?
Right.
You know, the common belief system and the common thread of knowledge that we're given today is that in retirement you can live on 60 to 70% of what you were living on while you were working. But I've yet to see anyone who can live on 60 to 70% of what they're earning today.
No.
So why do you think the turn of
Right.
one day, all of a sudden you can live on less money?
That's true.
It's just false.
And
Yeah.
and if you do believe that, then start now, because you ain't going to have enough when it comes time to retire.
Well, yeah, I suppose if you look at it, like all of a sudden, what now if you lost your job and you get hired on a job that's 60% less of what you were making before?
Right.
You have to make major adjustments.
You have to make some major adjustments. And you're not going to want that for long term. That's not something you want to do.
No.
We like to invite all of our listeners to give us a shot at answering these 4 questions for them if they've never been answered before.
Yeah.
And if you bring us your information, we can answer those in 10 minutes. It's that these questions are that easy,
It's
yet
that easy.
no one will answer them.
They seem like they're really hard questions.
They're
like,
very
like,
easy.
Like you're going to have to do so much research on it for
Right.
me.
We
But
can do it in 10 minutes.
that's crazy.
But see, if we can help clients retire with the same amount of standard of living that they have today, without taking on more risk, without chasing rates of return, without having to work longer, if we can show them strategies how to do that, would you not want to have those conversations?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially if it only takes 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, diagnosing and answering these questions is 10 minutes. Solving the problem
It
that
takes
we're
longer.
going to show you will take
Oh,
longer.
yeah, it's going to take way longer than that. So if people do want to have this discussion with you, how can they reach you guys?
They can go ahead and give the office a call at 701-223-1000, or they can look us up on the web at srfinancial.net.
Okay, srfinancial.net and 223-1000.
Correct.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Well, thanks,
Thanks,
Stacey.
Susie.
The views expressed are that of the host and are for informational purposes only, and in no event should be construed as an offer to buy or sell securities. Opinions expressed are subject to change without notice and do not take into account the particular investment objectives, financial situation, or needs of individual investors. Neither GA Reppel and Company nor its affiliates is providing tax or legal advice. Interested parties are strongly encouraged to seek advice from qualified tax and/or legal experts regarding the best options for your particular circumstances.